All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm gonna have to do this quick because, as you can see, it's getting kind of late. It's like already 3 o'clock in my. Well, it's 2:07, but around this time, like it's winter, so it really gets dark early. But, anyways, sorry for the lighting. It's kind of fucked up right now, but you'll have to do. Anyways, we have the boy Larry Elder, schooling liberals with facts and logic. This is awesome. Now, of course, I've been up to date with just about everything, even though I haven't really been posting much because there's so much to do. I have my job, I have a business that I'm working on. So, trying to fit politics into everything else is, it's getting kind of, it's been a lot. So, that being said, I do know that there was a huge like MAGA rally. It was it was actually yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. So, I heard there was like some violence out there. So I'm pretty sure there's video of that. So I'm gonna have to cover all of that when they get a chance. But right now, let's just stick to Larry Elder. Now, Larry Elder, he was one of the guys that I first found out. He was one of the first guys that I found when I kind of took my journey down this road of knowledge. So, I mean, it's always good to hear him talk. I mean, the guy's really smart. Doesn't matter how you feel about him, the man knows what he's talking about. He's a genius. So I'm going to listen to anyone who's smarter than me, and take what they say into consideration. Now, just because someone's smarter than you, that doesn't always mean that they're correct in their thinking and logic. But in this case, Larry, he's a solid guy. So without further ado, let's check this out.
Woke liberals are making race relations worse.
Yes, they are.
The good news is, have you noticed that race relations comes down to this? How black people feel about white people and how white people feel about how black people feel about white people. I was in the Phoenix airport the other day, walking through, it's really early in the morning, I had a couple hours to kill, and a young white man came walking towards me wearing a black t-shirt with white lettering that read, "Protect Black Women." Now, both of us were wearing a mask, but I couldn't help it. I went up to him and I said, "Excuse me, may I ask you something? How is it that black women are not protected?" He seemed a little taken aback at first, and then he said, "Well, in every way." I said, "In what way?" He said, "In every way." I said, "Well, if it's in every way, it should be easy for you to tell me one way. Tell me one way black women aren't protected." And he said, "Well, they're not paid the same." I said, "They're not paid the same as white women?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "For doing the same work?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Why does any white woman have a job?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "If I'm an employer and I have white women and I can hire black women for less money and they'll be equally productive, why wouldn't I fire all the white women and hire just black women?" And he went, "Well, that would be illegal." I said,
Boom.
"Since the 60s, it's been illegal to pay somebody unequally for the same work." I said, "What you're saying is
God.
just not true. The Department of Labor did a study on this, and when you compare apples to apples, women versus men who have the same educational background, same work experience, there's virtually no difference in their income. In fact, young women out-earn young men in almost every major city." And he started walking away, and he said, "I really don't want to have this conversation right now."
Of course he
I said,
doesn't.
"Maybe next time, a different t-shirt." I asked the man for some evidence. Where was it?
Oh my God, bro. YouTube and their ads. YouTube and their ads.
If the defense wishes, he may question the witness and bring out his side of the case. No questions.
Jeez, I was getting bright.
What the hell is systemic racism? And if it's so obvious, so widespread, so pervasive, how nobody seems to be able to come up with any proof? Remember Cedric Richmond, the black congressman who told AG Bill Barr he was engaged in systematic racism?
Attorney General Barr, you started your testimony with eloquent words about the life and legacy of John Lewis fighting systematic racism, voter intimidation, civil rights. The one thing that you have in common with your two predecessors, both Attorney General Sessions and Attorney General Whitaker, is that when you all came here and brought your top staff, you brought no black people. That, sir, is systematic racism. That is exactly what John Lewis spent his life fighting. And so I would just suggest that
wait, this is real?
Speak louder than words, and you really should keep the name of the Honorable John Lewis out of the Department of Justice's mouth.
Well, Harvey Levin of TMZ and I had a pretty feisty conversation in which he argued that President Trump was essentially being racist for not recognizing systemic racism. The conversation started out okay, but it went south pretty fast.
I bet.
At the same time, Donald Trump is touting that he feels he has been better for African Americans than anybody except possibly Abraham Lincoln. Possibly. And he's trying to paint a fairly rosy picture of what it's like for black people in America under his tutelage. So how do you square the two?
This man is doing something about the economy before the coronavirus pandemic, historically low unemployment. The man has signed the First Step Act, which allows something like 5.
How many times do we have to tell y'all?
To have their
Like,
sentences reconsidered and reduced to the average of about 75 months. He's also spent more money on enterprise zones. He's put funding on HBCUs for the first time over a period of 10 years. Nobody
The president is also saying that there is no systemic racism in America. There is no systemic racism in police.
bro, we just had Barack Obama twice.
There isn't.
Okay.
How can you?
All right.
There is no evidence of systemic racism whatsoever. In fact, the evidence shows the opposite. I was just about ready to say there's a black Harvard professor named Roland Fryer who assumed, just as you did, that the police were killing blacks just because they were black. He did a study. Not only did he not find it, he found out, which tracked other studies, the police are more hesitant, more reluctant to pull the trigger on a black suspect than on a white suspect. And it's common sense, because of people like people in the media who immediately assume that a cop is doing something racist or motivated because the victim is
Exactly.
black. They're afraid to shoot a black person
Exactly.
much greater than they are afraid to shoot a white person.
Larry, you're from Los Angeles, and you know what happened with the Rampart Division. It was an incredible scandal where they were going into the inner city and they were setting people up and planting drugs and doing all this stuff. I mean, this has been going on for a long time.
Harvey, 20 years ago, from 1992 to 2002, Los Angeles had back-to-back black police chiefs, even during the O.J. Simpson case. And what happened? Willie Williams.
Bro, notice how they always go back to like the 60s and 70s.
A black police chief and say, therefore, there isn't systemic racism.
Right. We had a black president. Is there no racism in America then, Larry? I mean, come on.
First you said systemic racism.
And I said racism.
Which one do you want?
Whoa! Are you fucking serious?
Whatsoever of systemic racism, I ask you to prove it.
A cop watching somebody run away, a black
God.
man run away, shooting him and killing him.
These people
A
are
guy
stupid.
Walking into a convenience store, shooting him and killing him. Larry, we've seen this.
Okay, here's the thing. Larry, I hear what you're saying about the studies.
All right, let me try it this way.
Talk to him. Talk to him, Larry.
50 million police-civilian interactions every single year. Out of that 50 million, there are 11 million arrests. Out of that 11 million arrests, 60,000 officers are assaulted. Out of all of that, 1,000 civilians are killed. Half of them are white, 250 of them were black. Almost all of them were resisting with a weapon or resisting violently. When you get down to unarmed black men being shot by white cops, you're talking about less than 4% of the total. And
Damn, Larry.
Michael Brown was unarmed, but he was reasonably perceived as dangerous. It is rare, Harvey. You guys are exaggerating this. When a white person gets killed by a cop, nobody gives a damn. When a black person gets killed by a cop, people are out on the streets. And in Philadelphia, you're talking about a city where the police,
Let's go, Larry.
Black. Almost every single member of city council is a Democrat. Yeah, they had black mayors. The police chief is a black female, and you're still talking about systemic racism. It's ridiculous. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, really.
Woo! Woo! Bruh. Bruh, oh shit. Bro.
And maybe you do too, and that's fine. So
Yeah, they are embarrassed. Yeah.
Because there is a problem. There is a problem.
Yeah, they can't.
You are relying on statistics, and you are not looking at humanity.
It's called fact.
Bro, look at
You are relying on statistics, not looking at humanity?
You are relying on statistics, and you are not looking at humanity.
Bruh.
He sure did.
Bruh.
Democrats are really, really big on humanity.
Bro, I didn't know Larry Elder could snap like that. It's fucking ass.
Tomatoes, mozzarella, parmesan, and basil have
Hey, that pizza looks good though.
Living with the knowledge that
Yo, I didn't know Larry Elder could snap like that. I mean, I know he was a dangerous man, but oh my God.
But when Trump reached out to blacks, humanity to humanity, what happened?
Oh my God.
There's a bunch of mediocre Negroes being dragged in front of TV as a photo op for Donald Trump's exploitative campaign against black people.
And when a congressman brought during a hearing a black female employee of Donald Trump to show that Donald Trump was not racist, he was accused of bringing a prop. And when Kanye West was invited to the Oval Office and went and embraced and supported President Trump, Don Lemon called him a minstrel show.
I have no animosity for Kanye West. I'm just going to be honest, and I may get in a lot of trouble for it. I actually feel bad for him. What I saw was a minstrel show today. Him in front of all of these white people, mostly white people, embarrassing himself and embarrassing Americans, but mostly African Americans, because every one of them is sitting either at home or with their phones watching this, cringing. I couldn't even watch it. I had to turn the television off because it was so hard to watch.
So if you don't bring a black person to a hearing, you're guilty of systematic racism, and if you do, well, you've engaged in a minstrel show.
You can't win. You honestly can't win with these people. Oh,
people who are just convinced about systemic racism, institutional racism, structural racism, for some facts. Here's what happens.
Because black people, in most cases, in many cases, were descendants of slaves, that racism as an institution, that it just a certain amount of it just exists.
2015. Give me the most blatant racist example you can.
Oh, I saw the interview. That was a good ass interview.
I think you could probably find evidence that, in general, cops are more willing to shoot if the perpetrator is black.
What's your data and white? What's your basis for saying that? Last year.
Well, look, I know a lot of people would say, look what's going on in Chicago.
I know what they would say. I'm talking about what the facts are. 965 people were shot by cops last year and killed. 4% of them were white cops shooting unarmed blacks. In Chicago in 2011, 21 people were shot and killed by cops. In 2015, there were 7. In Chicago, which is a third black, a third white, and a third Hispanic, 70% of the homicides are black on black. About 40 per month, almost 500 per year last year in Chicago, and 75% of them are unsolved. Where's the Black Lives Matter on that? The idea that a racist white cop and shooting unarmed black people is a peril to black people is BS. It's complete and total BS. And the reason for these so-called activists saying this is the assumption that racism remains a major problem in America. The media, CNN, especially MSNBC, runs down whenever a black cop shoots somebody, and it's some march on Washington. It's ridiculous. Black people have homicides in the country that are committed by and against black people. Last year there were 14,000 homicides. Not talking about suicides, talking about homicides. Half of them were black, 96% of them black on black of that 7,000. Where's the Black Lives Matter people on that?
Finally, if you have any doubt about which side is more empathetic than the other, consider this delightful phone call that I received from, let's call him a swing voter.
You one ignorant, stupid them big flapping lips of yours remind me of Charlie, you stupid. I ain't never seen a motherfucker as you. You Trump licking motherfucker you. What a disgrace you are. You ignorant mother. You dog. You just
so tolerant, so loving.
Dirty, nasty, stinking, big lip
Yay! God! All these fucking ads.
If you don't see me, you're not.
Something tells me I'm not at the wheel. I'm Larry Elder, and
we got a country to save.
I'll see you next time.
Shit. That goes to show you, man. That goes to fucking show you. Just like the age-old saying goes. If you ever want to upset a conservative, you tell them a lie. But if you ever want to upset a liberal, you tell them the truth. Holy shit. Damn, I did not know Larry could snap like that. Larry is a walking, talking, like, source, like a dictionary. Like man's a freaking database of information. Oh my god, man. Damn, I didn't know. Bro, I bet that interview that he did with TMZ, I'm pretty sure they probably won't even air that on TV because, I mean, I didn't even know anything about this interview. They're not gonna put that on TV. Larry actually did. Oh my god, like he destroyed him so bad. Damn. I mean, that's the thing, man. A lot of the time, like these liberals, they don't even know what they're fighting for, and that's what I'm really starting to realize. The more digging that I do, like the more information and knowledge that I gain, like they really don't know what they're fighting for, and it's kind of stupid. I mean, look, just because you're a liberal, I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying, like, what are your end goals? Like, I understand that, yeah, I guess their point is to help black folks, but I mean, again, it's a two-way street. I mean, you have to be able to help yourself so others can also help you. So, I mean, I don't know. But, that conversation that he had with that guy in the airport where he said, protect black women and see, that's saying sometimes you have to press them and use their own logic against them to make them kind of understand that there's like no actual evidence and like there's no cause in their cause, so to speak. Like you have to show them the errors of their ways almost by like kind of holding their hand and walking them through their own thought process, if that makes sense. But man, damn. Larry Elder, everyone. Larry freaking Elder. Oh wow. Another classic, man. Another classic, man. I don't know what else I can possibly say. Like the man has said it all. He gave facts. He gave his sources. There was nothing that they can do to combat him, and that's the thing, man. Like I can see if you said, okay, if you had a pretty good cause or a pretty good notion to what you're trying. Well, not really what you're trying, but what your stance is. You know, if you have like a good, not really a. That's a cause. Not really good cause, but if you have like a pretty good what's the word I'm looking for? It's not coming to mind. It's not coming to mind. But yeah, but if you have like a pretty good what's the word I'm looking for? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Come on. Oh, I just had it. It's like it's right there, bro. It's right there. Oh, fuck. It's gonna come to me after I'm done with all this, but damn. And then the thing, and then you actually see when he was interviewing Harvey and when Larry was actually dissing Harvey with facts, you can see the mental breakdown that Harvey was having. Oh, that shit was beautiful. That shit was so beautiful, man. Because again, man, like, see, the liberals, they think with their feelings and shit, and yeah, there's a time and place for that, but most of the time you have to really run on logic and facts. Like that's just the way the world is. Now, some things that when your feelings and humanity and all that stuff is in play, with everything that has to do with slavery and civil rights and everything, like yeah, we can kind of go off that kind of liberal mindset, but when it actually comes down to things that should be fact-based and they're trying to spin it and try to play on your like humanity and emotions to kind of get you to see it in a not really unbiased, but kind of like a biased and wrong way, then yeah, that's a real big issue. And liberals are great at doing that. Like they're really great at making you feel and and putting your emotions into everything. Like they can't really hit you with facts, evidence, and statistics. They just can't. So another one in the bag, Larry. Shit, man. Take that W and go home. Jeez, guys, that's all I have to say for this one, man. Wow, what a burn. What a burn. I'm gonna need me some cream or something to put on my skin, man. That burned me. Shit. Ooh, God. Take care. Bye-bye.